Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Noir Bar. Live from the shadiest district in Noir City in the year of our Lord, 1942. Come on in, grab a seat, put your drink orders in, get comfortable for a late night, laid back time of banter, booze, rods, and bullets. Joining me tonight at the bar, of course, are Flouting and Far. How you guys doing?
All right, thank you.
We are indeed a pair of people who show up together right now.
Indeed. And joining me, of course, is Sam. Sam, how you been?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm not quite sure where those two disappeared to. But yes, no, I'm good. I'm good. And yourself, how are you?
Doing horribly.
Oh.
Disappearing down a spiral of ever-increasing amounts of self-loathing, alcoholism, and self-destructive behaviors. But hey, that's what we call around here a Tuesday. So,
1942 incarnate over here.
You're right. So back in 42, there were a whole bunch of scab doctors who were willing to prescribe you everything under the sun, including experimental stuff from Europe. What's this new whole cocaine thing they have? Hook it up.
1942 was a person.
Okay, I'll see you. Thank you for the $1. Hey, bartender. How about a Long Island iced tea for your favorite femme fatale? A Long Island iced tea. I think they called it that so people wouldn't feel so bad about drinking 5 booze in the same glass with a touch of ice.
Probably, honestly.
Don't get me wrong. I've had good nights on, good nights on Long Island iced teas, just bad mornings. That's what you gonna do.
I mean, it is a misleading name.
Is there even tea in it?
Yeah, is there any...
No.
None.
It's just all booze.
Yeah, it is.
It's just oops, all booze.
Well, okay, there is supposed to be a splash of Coca-Cola in a glass. A splash.
Oh, a
Like,
splash.
yeah.
Oh, Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound very tea-like. You're just shoving more drugs in it. Wait, that's the original Coca-Cola. No.
It's just a whole lie. That drink is a lie.
It is. But screwdrivers can't, tighten fasteners, so is that a lie?
No, because you get the idea that that's just a name for the drink. Long Island iced tea. That's implying there's tea in it. There's no tea.
Yeah.
Come
Tea
on.
is that there is no tea.
Well, I mean, there's lies in all sorts of ways where it can just be the name of the drink, like a Cuba Libre, for example. That was meant to celebrate the communist revolution? Well, that's as misleading as it gets.
Yeah?
That's like calling a drink named after Joe Biden mental lucidity.
Which would be hilarious.
Well, it would
Because
be
all of it-
ironically funny, honestly.
What? All of it would just be like, what? What's that one drink, that one drug that, like, they say... Roseanne that had her do that whole Twitter thing, what she claimed.
Oh,
Remember
shit.
that?
Yeah, no.
What was that?
It's sleepy time drug. You shouldn't be walking around and exposing
Yeah,
your
that's the
racism
whole-
on. That one.
Yeah, that's the whole mental lucidity drink. It's just all that.
Hmm.
God, I
What's
know
the
what
name
you're
of that
talking
deal?
about, I don't remember.
Ambien.
Yeah.
Fucking Ambien.
Ambien. Yeah. Mental lucidity is just all Ambien.
Oops, all Ambien.
It's just liquid Ambien.
Eva
real
says,
quick.
anyone hit the new Kenshin donation yet? No, it's sat there languishing, but that's fine because nobody's hit the America Fuck Yeah donation either. That's why I put them up there so they could sit there quietly and go unnoticed.
Well,
Speaking of going quietly unnoticed, there's a couple of people mentioning that levels seem, or at least my level seems a little bit off. I've dropped my volume down by about 10%, guys. Please let me know if it's still too loud, and I'll drop it a little further.
I know mine has always issues with being too quiet, so who knows?
How should I go? What, Sam? Your level's off by being too high, too low.
Yeah, I was a little loud. I've dropped myself like that. So hopefully-
Oh.
my.
shit.
Sexy. Unholy
Hello,
Reaper,
Dark
you
Angel.
generous bastard. You motherfucker, you. Thank you very much for the $50. Greatly appreciate. Very, very generous. And plus, the bonus for you is you get to see Jessica Alba in lingerie delivering cookies. I mean, people deserve something when they're, being generous to the bartender, right? Unholy Reaper, again, thank you very much for the half hun. Let's get this shindig started. Indeed. Let's get it on the roll.
I want chocolate chip cookies now.
Yeah, that's where my mind focused, too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I want those big, doughy, soft cookies as well.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm trying to make some really good chocolate chip cookies. The recipe literally tells you to fuck those bitches with chocolate chip cookies. With chocolate chips.
The fuck recipe book do you have?
Her brother's?
One that my brother wrote.
It's literally written in there now. Fuck that bitch up with chocolate chips.
Yes.
That is the actual recipe.
You know what? I feel like your brother and I would get along just fine.
Oh, probably. 110%.
Before I finally got the door open, Torches ATL, longtime viewer, greatly appreciated. For the viewership, donated a solid fin. Here's a drunk donation while playing Guitar Hero with friends. Hope y'all have a good stream, and let's just hit that donation up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the stuff. Started off to be a Jessica Alba kind of night, huh?
Kidding.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Oh, yes. Hold on for a minute, Chad. I need to complain about all the Jessica Alba in my life right now. Said no man ever.
Yeah, exactly. So how are you doing there, Sam? How's things?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've had a long old week, let me tell you. I've had a long old week. Battles with PayPal, which you've all, of course, been privy to at this point, and some success.
He won.
No longer telling me I'm an international fraudster and criminal, or at least their bot's not.
At least their bot isn't.
Sam,
And I got my dollar back.
Lie to yourself, but don't lie to me.
Look,
you can be an international criminal all you want. I won't judge you. It's just not cool that PayPal's calling you out like that. I get you.
Exactly. Look, the alcohol that I bring in from perfectly legitimate sources to help out with keeping the bar open, Polly, that nobody needs to hear about that. Okay, nobody.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh!
Fuck yeah. Classic Kenshin. Holy fuck.
Love it.
Eve, thank you very much for the big $100. The fucking C-note. You know what that's worth in $1942? Do you have any idea? A lot. I mean, I'd look it up.
2 bottles of booze.
Yeah. I mean, that's a truck full of booze in 1942, honestly. $100? I'd look up the inflation rate, but I don't want to depress you guys. It's a lot, is the answer. Thank you so much.
It always depresses.
Let's see that anime murdery goodness. Well, actually, Eve, the new Kenshin donation is at 200. The original's at 100. But, oh, yeah, I know. Boo, right? But,
Not boo, just ooh.
Eve is epically awesome, so I'm not going to, deny her seeing the new Kenshin donation. So, hold on, let me play it. It's in here somewhere. Where is it?
Speaking of donations, though, there's a few that we've replaced.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
so if anyone wants to test that out to see what's what.
You guys got awesome new ones?
Kind of. There's a couple that we, kind of just swapped in there, just, see.
For,
Just a joke at the same time,
Originally, they were supposed to be, something that were going on, say, my Streamlabs. But
Right.
that didn't work out.
Because, we still got one blacklisted from PayPal here. Although, maybe we'll try Sam's route, because that seemed to work.
I absolutely recommend it. It's had a 100% success rate so far.
Yeah. Yeah, might try that, because,
My list
Yeah.
did say it was 100, but that's on... Eve, how are you going to call me out like that? Okay, look. There's Noir Bar donations, a Noir Bar donation list, and there's a AAA donation list, and then there's the cocktail hour list. Yeah, I do a bunch of shows on YouTube that nobody listens to. But look, here's the point. Yeah, I didn't update the new Kenshin donation on the Noir Bar list. That's the problem with having too many themes, but it's okay because I hopped over there and just for you, Eve. Here's the new Kenshin.
Here we go.
Oh, wait a minute.
Have a
That's
look.
go away, you. Save.
You know, maybe we should open OBS on them.
Probably should.
You don't have OBS open? You can't see these things?
No, we have it open on Platties. It's the same setup, same
Alright.
weird setup. And I just kind of went this time. Let's just not open up OBS on my laptop. No, I probably should have.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, that was the old Kenshin donation from the OVA, from Rurouni Kenshin. Because I'm a super fan of that OVA. It's awesome. And there is the new series coming out, and the trailer dropped, and it was exciting as hell, so I decided to take that trailer and cut out all the awesome fight scenes and then reorder them into a logical fight choreography sequence, which made it silent, so I had to reconstruct all the sounds in it from scratch, including all the music and the sword clashing and the gut wrenching and the blood spraying and all the things that make anime awesome. And yeah, here's the final result. Eve, this is for you, girl.
Ooh.
Hell
Alright,
yeah.
you went fucking hard. Damn.
Yeah. Crap, man.
Yeah, it turned out pretty well. I'm kind of happy with it.
Yeah.
It's there's one thing I've decided in doing that is that the anime sound designers don't have enough bone crunchies. It's
Oh, God.
Read. Is that a full 60 FPS encoding, by the way?
It
Oh,
is.
'cause It looks
That
buttery,
is-
fucking smooth.
That was, yeah.
when I downloaded it, it was in 30 FPS, but I upgraded it through flow frames to 120 FPS, so the things that I slow mode looked smooth,
Oh, okay.
looked as smooth as I could. But then when I rendered it out, I rendered it down to 60, so it wouldn't be a mega file size for Streamlabs to take in.
Yeah.
Edicor in chat says, I think I just wet myself. And I'm a guy.
Frank Cap says, awesome
Right
bleach.
there with you, man.
Yeah, that's bleach, totally, yeah.
That's bleach, totally. My favorite part is when he runs through the three guys and it's swipe, cut. There's just no mercy. Just then all of a sudden cuts to slow-mo to see all the blood going. I love it. Darth Mando says, gay. You're wrong. You're wrong.
He doesn't join us for anime night. He's certified not gay.
Oh, you know what? I got a story. So nobody says it's time for Polly to stream a game on Twitch. I could pay for that, or I would pay for that. Okay, so somebody had said this, and I had been saying for a long time that I had Steam credentials, right? Because back in the day, I went and got Egyptian pantheon and Norse pantheon gods fight each other in a thing. What's it called?
Right.
Smite.
Smite. Thank you. I went and got a Steam account just so I could download Smite. And then I found out that I don't know how to use WASD keys very well.
Yeah, didn't Hammer get on your case about that? It's just kind of like, really?
No,
Really?
no, he didn't. Hammer, Zelthor,
No?
and Quiz got on my case about that.
Ah.
Oh, it was
Okay,
a, it was a
it was a
trifecta. Got it.
Yeah.
See.
I'm like, how do I control the direction? Because I'm noobing it up, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
the arrow keys aren't causing me to move. I mean, you would assume it was the arrow keys, and they're
Yeah,
like,
no, if
Honestly, like
I
first,
did.
first experience with video games, yeah, arrow keys would be the one I would go for.
yeah, it would be what most people go for, because like, oh yeah, arrow keys, that's direction, right?
They were
Apparently
getting on
not.
your case, Polly.
they were.
Yes, they
And no, you have to use WASD, et cetera, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's why. Console gamers versus, PC Master Race. Now I get the fight. I understand it a little bit more. And yeah, so I started, or as I've come to call it, WSAD, playing that way.
I'm stealing that. I'm stealing it.
W sad. That's great.
Hold on.
Sad W.
Would the appropriate response to W sad then, Polly, would that be Dawes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I realized I don't know if I really want to. I accept the reasoning. I've heard the argument because I'm not gamer. I'm gamer adjacent. I get the thinking. I get a lot of the positions that they take. I don't like how games and storylines have been taken over by certain people for their ugly purposes. Let's not get into Gamergate stuff here, but gamer adjacent. I get where a lot of they're coming from. I love watching gameplay, game reviews. One of my favorite streams on YouTube is Razorfist's Arcade, which is just really a play along while he comments and talks about different things going on in the world. Yeah, so I dig it, and everyone I know is a gamer, including all you weirdos. Like, I mean, my co-hosts. Hey! I just...
Yeah, we're super cash gamers. Hey.
Yeah. So I thought people have been bugging me long enough, and somebody over in the AAA chat said, I want to gift a game to Polly on Steam, but I don't know how to find them. And I'm like, I don't know how to find me, but I do have credentials. I'm going to go locate them. I went to go locate them. Nothing doing. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, what the hell?
I thought it was going to be in my master password file that's like quadruple encrypted and whatnot. I have one. Try and find it.
I wasn't gonna try and find it until you said that. Now you make me want to find it.
No, but because my goal, all jokes aside, after years of saying this, I was going to go find my Steam account and I was going to buy the Castlevania bundle.
Oh, yes.
That was my goal. I may have bought an old school compatible controller for these games. You didn't think I was going to do it, but I was. So yeah, I thought, yeah, I'm going to do some Castlevania. I'm going to skip over Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest because I tortured myself enough with that when I was a kid.
Oh god.
I mean, I can add up literally hours of my life collectively that have been spent staring at the screen while you hear doot 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 doot. What a terrible night for a curse coming on screen. If you know, you know. It's a terrible feature of the game. And I'm going to jump right on to 3 because I found out watching Steam with Eve a good couple years ago that there was a Castlevania 3 on NES that I didn't know about. I thought it went right over to SNES after Simon's Quest. Shows what I know.
I genuinely didn't know that either, actually.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
And I am the super excite at playing hooded guy runs through a crowd stabbing people. What's it called?
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. Thank you.
I like how we actually all knew what he was talking about.
I mean,
Yep.
there's only really one game like that.
I am the excite to see you play that, Polly. I really am. I think you'll love it.
Because I'm hyped for, and I believe it is number 3, the one that takes place during the American Revolution.
Correct.
Yes.
That would be the one.
And the remaster of it, I know there's controversial feelings on this. I get that. I'm sensitive to the gamer arguments about the remaster doesn't live up to the original. They just softened all the textures. All of it is gone. It actually doesn't look that much better, and you're paying more, especially when you already own the original. Shouldn't I have a discount code for the remaster? That's not an unfair position, honestly.
But to be...
Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I actually want to hear your thought on this. I mean, I offered
this is the argument that will be put out by the same people that have bought Skyrim at least 4 times, and I'm one of them.
Like a rotten corpse. I prefer using a controller. If somebody else has a problem with that, well, they can just deal with it. I would prefer to do controller as well, but it's not so much that I don't want to do PC Master Race, hands on a keyboard and a mouse. It's more that I just want to chill and lay back. That's I that might sound like a minimal thing to some people, but for me, that's key. If I can't like kick my legs up and lay back and constantly shift position, if I have to be sitting up in a super cool gamer racer chair to game, that's one thing that blows my mind. Don't tell me gamers are fucking lazy people. They can't be. It's like, you play video games for 8 hours a day? You lazy bastard. So what are you talking about? They're sitting upright in a fucking gamer chair so they have correct fucking posture for 8 hours straight. I couldn't do that. I don't have that level of focus. If I did, I'd be a lot more prolific of a researcher.
You heard of Gamer Neck.
Oh, God.
Right now, is that a thing? Gamer neck?
It's
Yes, it is.
yes, it is. It's
Hi.
basically like it's what happens when you have terrible posture and you're gaming all the time and you're just kind of hunched over, and your neck is just kind of permanently forward.
Well,
It's-
you
it's like
familiar with stuff like I think it's called like scribe's claw and scribe shoulders. You know, the guys that used to copy out all of the Bibles and various other legal documents and
Oh,
medieval
scribal. Yeah,
era.
absolutely. To your back's a question mark. I hear you. Yeah.
Exactly. Exact same concept. Exact same
Yeah.
concept. Except less productive.
Unholy Reaper's talking about wireless keyboard and mouse to play from your bed. Yeah, but I'm trying to get away from the... I already type from bed, and it just... No. I mean, it's a fair suggestion, but I'm not going to do that. I just want to play controller. I want to get back to old school NES and SNES business. Because, yeah, I'm willing to admit it. The last console game I... No, wait, that's not true. The last console games that I played in, with any kind of consistency and alacrity were on SNES. With an actual SNES. But the last video game that I played console-wise was GoldenEye.
Oh.
I have an emulated ROM of that somewhere.
Do you?
I do. I played like 15 minutes of it as a kid because it was too complicated.
And some context is probably worthwhile here. These are all things that I played long after they came out. I'm fresh with no games. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I totally get that. He's telling me to get a better chair. I already have I have a racer chair. I have that. I have a DX racer chair. Like, legit.
She's just a dumb.
I'm
I'm
just-
just so bored.
Yeah.
Would it be fair to say that you are the Internet Explorer of gamers, Polly? Would that be fair?
Oh
Would that be
my
too
God.
harsh?
I don't know why that's insulting, but fuck you.
I will send you some memes later, good sir. They will elucidate all.
God. I just...
Like, he doesn't
Yeah.
want to browse, he wants to explore, okay?
I was over at a friend's place and I was watching him play some 8-bit shit on an emulator.
Mhm.
8-bit
Yeah.
games on an emulator, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so charming. Like, just the look of it and the style and the 8-bit music and whatnot. I'm like, this is fantastic. It wasn't like as low down as like Atari 2600. Was that the famous Atari? It wasn't quite that bad. You know what I mean? E.T. and shit. What's their version of Galaga?
Oh,
Space
Space
Invaders?
Invaders?
Space Invaders. Thank you. Yes, Space.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't quite on that, and Centipede and whatnot. It wasn't on that level of pixelization, but fun. Like, I had a good fun with Super Mario Brothers in a big way. You have to understand how fucking incredibly ridiculous that sounds. Here I am, in a dorm, in undergrad, not that many years ago, playing Super Mario Brothers and going, "This is really fun." Like, have you heard of this new thing called disco? I'm loving it.
Okay,
Hey,
Polly.
pass the Quaalude. What do you mean they're illegal now?
So in about 6 years, Polly, I'm going to send you Ultimate Doom.
We'll send it to you on a pregnancy test. There you go.
Darksidism. Oh, there we go. Just down. Wrong screen. Here we go. Over there. Rotten Corpse, thank you very much for the fin. Also, Polly, do you have an ETA for your Fire Out the Butthole donation? You know, it's funny you say that. I just saw that clip because I'm trying to go through all the donations that I started and then never finished. And Fire Out Your Butthole, it's on the short list, man. I threw all of them in a folder that I'm going to finish this one. I'm going to finish this one. You know what I mean? You guys want a sneak preview of the thing that, well, hold on, let me share. You guys can't even see what I'm talking about, for fuck's sake. My own fucking Freeman people can't see what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Oh, you want a sneak preview of the thing that I'm working on right now?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Let's see.
Not that. This. I'm currently
Oh my
animating.
gosh.
I'm currently animating this awesomeness into.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember you starting this. I think.
Right, and then never finishing it. Yeah, this was the because I didn't know what I wanted to do with it, and then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna fucking animate it like 2D style.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
getcha.
So I've succeeded in cutting.
You've started the laser eyes on the eagle, haven't you?
Oh yeah, pulsing. I'm not gonna do laser
Yeah.
eyes. I'm gonna do
Sick.
pulsing demonic eyes. That's and I've downloaded those. For those of you who are curious, it's like, what does that mean? Like, this is all the stuff that's going into it. These are the
Holy crap.
Yeah. Yeah, Polly doesn't fuck around.
Polly does not fuck around.
these are the files that go in there, and then these are the layers that make up the actual thing as cutting it apart. And that's where you start by, if you want to 2D animate, or excuse me, animate something that is in 2D, you have to cut it into pieces, which means the background has to be cut out.
Oh, yeah.
And then Washington has to be cut out, and then the mech on the ground has to be cut out, like so, because there's sparks flying out of there, so download it. Yeah, there's, originally in the image, there are sparks flying out of the, here, let me disappear all that. See, there's sparks flying out of it, so I grabbed some sparks animation and green screen, so they'll be flying out. The American flag will be fluttering behind Washington. The eagle will be crying out. The shafts of light that you see coming down will be shafting.
God rays, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
My
And then,
God.
of course, smoke
bless
and
America.
whatnot. Yeah, and then flashing red up on Washington's pants and so on and so forth. Yeah, I ran a little test to see what it was going to end up. You guys don't need to look at that. Here, look at my depressing wallpaper screen for a second.
Okay.
I feel like I recognize that.
That is Thomas A. Anderson asleep at his computer from the original Matrix film.
That's what I thought. It was from the Matrix. I thought I saw a Keanu.
Shadowclaw in chat's like, teach me your jutsu, Polly. Teach me your jutsu.
I did run a test, and here's the pain I go through, right? Is that nothing ever works out right, and I've applied a bunch of filters to the flag to get it looking right, and for some reason I can't understand, Vegas is applying those filters down to the layers beneath, which is making them look all crappy. So I'm applying a newsprint filter to the crisp American flag that's in action, and it's pixelizing and applying that newsprint filter to the background layer, so it's making it look all screwy, and I can't figure out why, so I have to do the
Is it
work
doing for every layer
underneath
that's
it.
like underneath? Like, is it just doing? Is that why it's doing it though? It's just including everything under.
Correct. Nothing on top,
Yeah.
only the things underneath. But I haven't turned
Well-
it into, as Vegas calls it, a composite child. I double checked that. So now I have to do the worst of all things. Off to the forums. Oh, God.
Oh god.
Oh,
I
you
think,
poor man.
Polly,
Yeah.
I think that somewhere down the line there will be an option ticked in the other layers to inherit something or other. It'll be a word along the lines of inherit. I had issues with some image editing software I was using before, where when I was applying some lighting effect to some images, the layers beneath were inheriting lighting.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to do something, but here it is as it stands right now. If it ever opens up. Open up, you! Do it! There we go.
Oh, there
Okay.
they are.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
hell yeah.
Look at it.
Coming along.
It's coming along.
I haven't finished touching it up to make it look like it really belongs back there, but we're going to have all the things. The light rays you see there at the top, but they're not pronounced enough, so I need to do them. See there, they come in, so I need
It's
to
a
do
work in progress.
Yeah.
It's
And
coming
Glorious.
along.
it's going to be fun by the time it's a Washington mech killer. I mean, what more do you want? Like sparks flying out of the fucking destroyed mech. There's going to be a lot of gun smoke coming out of all 6 barrels of his minigun. The eagle's eyes are going to be fucking pulsing. There's going to be red smoke moving along, and then gray smoke in the background for the destroyed dystopian background.
It's Washington 40K.
Okay, I'm pocketing that. That's the name of it. Washington 40K.
Nice.
You're
returns
welcome.
because he's the leader we need. Imperial Emperor my
Interest.
ass. Washington for the win.
Die Imperial scum. Brings out his
Returns.
machine gun with his freaking hunter eagle.
Yeah, I'm going to develop a whole new lore. Look at me. Look at me. I am the Emperor now.
He returns in the 20th century from the planet of Avalon to rescue America from the ingrates.
That's some shitty space marine, proto-space marine that he's standing on top of that was trying to defend one of the Primarchs and then, took him out. Yeah.
I'm the Emperor now.
Power of
Only
freedom.
to get rid of the Emperor from being in existence.
I'm the president now.
First of the Adeptus Liberatus.
Yeah. Fuck the Imperium of Man. We're reestablishing the Republic. Fuck yeah. We're going to call it a parallel canon. It'll be fine.
There you go. Yeah. Thank God Quiz isn't here to yell at us about how
Wrong everything
Oh,
is.
God. Thank God Quiz isn't here. He'd be losing his fucking mind.
We're all heretics to him.
Wow, I revel in my heresy.
Oh my gosh.
Folly, a man after my own heart, I too identify with the hopelessness and emptiness of Thomas Anderson before he became Neo. Right? Right? You go to your little shitty cubicle job where everyone can stare at you, and meanwhile you can just, no, this is it. Yeah. That's why I referencing this. Me falling asleep at my computer, surrounded by plates of uneaten food and lots of cups of coffee and tech and discs and a CRT monitor. Okay, no, I actually don't have a CRT monitor.
Ollie, do we need to push you to clean your shit? Is that what's happening to you?
No, everything is. Okay, it's quote unquote dirty by your standard, disorganized. Nothing's dirty, but it's just disorganized. Not all of us are as fastidious as you to organize our shitty DS games in alphabetical order, Far.
Thank you to leave my disarray out of this.
They're not alphabetically organized
Yet.
It's kind of hard to do it when they're on a stack on the floor, okay?
I'm gonna go against the popular opinion of the interwebs. I know, not that I've never done that before. True Detective Season 2 is best season. Season 1 was self-indulgent, and Matthew McConaughey was obnoxious. I mean, for those who have seen it, that's goes against 99% of what the reviewers said, but fuck them.
They're wrong.
Yeah, they are objectively wrong. I actually found Matrix Resurrections to be it was all right.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I mean, I haven't seen most of the Matrix, to be honest, but
Oh, fair enough. I've seen them maybe twice each, except for
I've only seen them twice each.
there were days where
The
I was
original
marathons.
3 twice.
The original 3, yes, that's what I mean.
I liked the first one a lot for what it was. It was really well set up. It lifted a lot off Dark City and all the other things that people say that it was derivative of, and that's fine. But it was put together in an interesting way. I'm really with Nas on this one. No ideas original, nothing news under the sun. It's never what you do, it's how it's done. And it was presented in a fun way. I think it was a movie that didn't need sequels, even though it was clearly set up for some. But because I try and think of what's redeemable about 2 and 3. There was some fun stuff in 2. By the time it got to 3, it had just gone full artard.
Yeah, they were very much over the hill at that point, weren't they?
Yeah. I like
Also,
the idea. I like the core key idea inside of Matrix, where you live in a certain world where things are normal. They are as they are. And then you go into this other world, which is a cyber world, usually a hidden world, possibly another dimensional world, where everything has changed and you no longer are that same person. That's a very interesting core idea. That's why I think Tron, as in Tron Legacy, should have continued on. It has those elements of the Matrix. Platy, did you say agreed?
No, that was not me.
I
That
said
was,
agreed.
Sam.
Oh, Platy, Sam, there, one of these co-hosts.
You okay there, Polly?
No, I told you right for the first 30 seconds, I'm not okay. What?
I didn't take it as that bad, but Okay.
Okay, anyway, that's one of the things I think that Tron Legacy could have done quite well. Do you know why Tron Legacy didn't receive a sequel, even though it was clearly set up for one, and it actually did quite well at theaters and was very well received? Not saying you needed to like it, I'm just saying it was broadly liked by other people.
Why didn't it?
Because that was the time when they had bought Lucasfilm. And Disney, who owns Tron, dumped all... Kathleen Kennedy comes in, and she was going to be the one that was responsible for... She and her production team there were going to be the ones that were responsible for developing those new films. And she's no, it's all Star Wars all the time. The Force is female, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And everything else got written off. That was the end of it.
I forgot.
Still
that
blaming
was a
Kathleen
fucking
Kennedy.
Yeah,
cool-
well, not her specifically, the studio mentality of which is not a new thing, that when a new team of vice presidents in charge of production come in, anything that their predecessors were working on, unless it is 90% complete, and even sometimes then, is kiboshed. Stuff that had been greenlit is now red-lit and shelved. It's because a new vice presidents in charge of production come in, and they don't want to finish producing stuff that they didn't start because they can't have their name on it. It really does boil down to individual
Yeah, of course
ego
it does.
and that was
mean,
it. HBO had two fantastic series going. If you're a fan of them, then you're probably a big fan of them, like I am. Rome is one, and Deadwood is another. They both got canceled at the exact same time. Why? New vice presidents in charge of production came in at HBO. I said, here's two shows that, yes, they get great views. Yes, we saw spikes in membership and people signing up to HBO just to watch them. And that was the end of it, because we've got this whole new set of stuff coming on. And I'm going to have my name on it. It's exclusively my thing. So Rome, it's popular. Fuck it. Deadwood, it's awesome. One of the best neo-westerns of, well, it's not neo-western, one of the best new westerns of the modern era. Dead. Fuck you.
This is why we can't have nice things.
It is.
because Hollywood's just full of egotists. Like that's all it is. It's just ego.
Corporate narcissism.
It's always been.
It's always been that, but it's just like to its detriment. Always. That's why it's gotten so.
Worse.
Yeah.
I think though that kind of speaks to sort of a greater problem across sort of all forms of media. I mean, movies and games and books and all that kind of thing, though, right? It's like death of authorship. You know, people are more concerned with media as a business and less concerned with media stories that need to be told.
Yeah.
Or pushing an agenda.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, nobody says they could have done great things with Tron Fight Me. Pfft, no, I won't. I'll fight people who are willing to fight you. Amazing fucking things could have been done with Tron. All the pieces are there. You have this inside computer world that looks like visually, production design looks fantastic. There's a reason it won one Academy Award, costume design. Yeah. With them light strips on them and how awesome everybody fucking looked. It was Matrixy in the sense that, again, when they go inside this digital world, all of a sudden they look very cool. They're digital representations of themselves. And it worked really, really fucking well. The light cycles and everything, fucking sweet. The fucking light parachutes that they had, or light gliders to fly down. What's his name? The dude was willing to sign up for additional films. It was in his original contract that a signing bonus if you're willing to sign up for more. And he was like, yeah, sure. And he, son of Flynn, Sam Flynn, made it out of, escaped at the end, and brought one of the ISOs with him. And it brings it this interesting idea. It's not just going in to the grid, the digital world. People from the digital world programs can come out. Oh man, put that in the hands of a non-hack writer. Amazing things could have fucking happened there, in my opinion.
I want to watch it again now.
Yeah, and one of the coolest
I want to
fucking
watch it again.
soundtracks in a long time. Fucking fantastic movie.
Compose the soundtrack again?
It's coming Daft Punk did, but really it was a bunch of it was ghost produced by a bunch of people at Hans Zimmer's Remote Control Productions.
Right.
I hate to be that actually guy. It's just I really get into movie scores.
Yeah,
I have a
fair
large
enough.
collection of film scores, and Hans Zimmer is that guy. He's like Brandon Braga or Rick Berman doing Star Trek. They are on the credit sequences as having written every show, meaning scripts come to them and they're senior script supervisors, and they alter a couple of paragraphs and alter the end to be stupid, and then say they wrote the story, and they get the credit. And you are paid a contractual rate for having submitted a complete teleplay.
Yeah, that's dickish.
Yeah. So you have a lot of composers out there that are very, very well known, and they had their start at Remote Control Productions, and they produced a lot of what people think of as Hans Zimmer compositions, but they're not. He started and owned and owns and hired all the people to Remote Control Productions, and then put his name on the production that they all did.
So he's the Tom Clancy of the music world.
Yes. Yeah, he's the Dean Kunst of them. You know?
I believe it's pronounced Kunst.
Yeah. It's like, no, really, Danielle Steele's writing all those books, you know, the 4 a month that come out. Yeah, all Danielle Steele. But in any case, what was the other thing that somebody... Eve said Matrix 2 Reloaded had some amazing fight scenes. The best thing about... there's 2 great things about Matrix 2, about Reloaded. 1, Monica Bellucci.
Hello.
Awesome.
I think
those are 2 great things.
Sam.
Oh, I see what you did. Yeah.
Persephone. And what a great name for her, too.
I'd love the name Persephone, and if I had a daughter, I would be seriously tempted, but at the same time, I don't want to name my daughter Persephone for the very same reasons as Monica Bellucci being named Persephone is great.
Yeah, and then on top of that, the fight scene along the freeway was a massive, epic piece of fight and action choreography. No question, Eve, you're absolutely right. The fight scene inside the mansion, I think a lot of people talk a lot about that. Yeah, it was okay. But it just, the freeway fight scene, the ongoing fight scene was so fucking amazing. You got fucking Lawrence Fishburne, who's generally always awesome, showing up, and he strips off his jacket. He's got the waistcoat on and a fucking Tech 9 in one hand and a katana in the other. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is a fanboy fucking wet dream. This is amazing. I loved it. Loved it. So that was good. But let's keep in mind that movie ended with the architect, acting as verbal melatonin.
You're not wrong.
To borrow that.
Ooh, Valley of Plenty. I still say it sounds like he's singing, because he's got long flowing hair. It sounds like he's talking about he came from the Valley of Pantene. Every time I hear that song, I think Valley of Pantene.
See, that's what You're not wrong.
For those you don't know what he's talking about, the clips that Sin has from The Witcher and whatnot, you always hear that same song. Valley of Plenty. And I always hear Valley of Pantene because I see his Fabio hair flowing in the breeze.
You did not just do my man Garrett like that, Polly. God damn it. I fucking ruined that for me.
Wow.
Valley of Pantene.
I didn't realize it was Plenty either. I thought it was supposed to be saying a name of a valley.
Was it really Rotten Corpse? Like, I'm not even trying to fight you out on it, but it's like that was a Glock 18, not a Tech 9. I lost be fair. It's easy to lose track of who has what gun at what point in those movies. They switch quite often. But admittedly, yeah, when Morpheus flips over the car and then in slow-mo sprays sideways at the bottom of the car, hoping to nail the gas tank, which he does, and it explodes. That was with a Glock 18. That I remember clearly. What gun he had in his other hand, I don't. I just went with Tech 9 because I thought it was. All right. Off to the interwebs.
It's a Tech 9.
Indeed.
I'm trying to remember what a Tech 9 looks like again.
It's a short little machine pistol. It kind of its iconic look is that it's got the heat shield shroud over the very short barrel.
Yeah, I saw it had a barrel shroud on it.
Yeah.
Big shout out while Polly's researching to people in
Who
chat.
the fuck
Hello,
is
bookworm addict.
That's a rapper
Hello,
named
just-
Tech9. There, that's
Oh.
Tech9.
Oh my god. So, did you mean the rapper or the gun?
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
a
sorry,
rapper.
Sam. You were saying?
It's a gun that looks like a rapper.
Yeah, I was just filling in while you're doing your research there, saying hello to people in chat. Justin Wilson, hello, bookworm addict. Hate camels here. Hello, Octavius.
What freeway fight? I'm trying to remember if he actually calls it the freeway, because the when he's about to get on board, he's in the car and he's driving and he's talking to Trinity on the phone. He's like, "We're headed over the freeway." I thought you told. No, wait a minute. Was he talking to what's his name? His handler? No, not handler. Operator. I thought you told me never to go on the freeway. You need to trust me. I'm gonna have to watch Reloaded again. My lack of memory showing through. Remember this? When you turn down, cut the top off both tires? Fuck yeah, Morpheus. The freeway chase. There you go. So it was freeway. I got that going for me. That's fine. That's something. Yeah, the Valley of Pantene. Exactly. Trying to see a shot where you
I
can
am
see his other
so
hand.
tempted. I'm so tempted to do like a quick 2D animation of just Geralt standing like atop a mountain with his long flowing silvery locks. and then do a quick voice cover of Valley of Pantene.
No, that's when you do a parody of Sinatra's donation, right? It's all the same until the end. And it's just suddenly you put Pantene bottles on the screen. That's it.
What? I refuse to be so highbrow.
No, the last guy he stabs, it's a Pantene bottle. There we go.
And then it just freeze frames with the Pantene stabbed up against the door, and then it does the line Valley of Pantene. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've
Well, that would be.
I've got the sequence. I could bring it up, but goddamn copyright. What? I need to move over to Rumble? Yeah, you're right.
In fact, Rumble's unavailable in my country.
It's
Fuck the
unavailable?
French, I guess.
It's completely and totally unavailable in my country. I'd have to use a VPN.
I was wondering, even if you
access it.
VPN'd
Oh,
it?
really?
Yep. My government, say my government, not like I voted for them. My government made a bunch of demands of Rumble to provide them with access to various things, and Rumble were like, "Screw you guys! We are not violating the privacy of our users just so that you can, do whatever the hell it is you want to do on our platform." And the French government were like, "Well, in that case, you can't operate in France." And Rumble was like, "Okay."
Apparently.
Oh yeah. So whenever you know what, I can probably let me pull up the page here. I'll drop you a screen.
Okay, so Morpheus at one point takes the agent's Desert Eagle from him, and yeah, the agents, they're definitely rocking Desert Eagles, fair enough. There's Morpheus with his Glock 18. There it is, sitting on the console.
Extended mag, of course.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, you go through rounds so fast. Show them on top of the vehicle. Yep, there you go. Okay, you were right. You were right. There it is. Great shot, by the way. Fucking hell, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, chilling.
Cool, Rotten Corpse. You win the gun nerd cred for the night. Well done, buddy.
Congrats. You get nothing but pride. That's it.
It's an affair of honor, Far.
Does he get anything out of it? Besides honor?
If you're a gun nerd, you know this site very well. The Internet Movie Firearms Database. Every gun in every movie categorized individually. It's awesome.
This is autism upon a delightful level.
Isn't it, though?
Sorry, of a delightful level.
This is gun nerdery run crazy, and I love it.
This is why
Love it.
God invented autism.
No, I'm pretty sure that's for the anime bar scene wiki.
Oh my god, I forget. Stop.
No. I bring cursed
You
knowledge
wanna-
with me
you wanna
wherever
make
I go.
Polly call anime weebs gay even more so?
But that's one person.
I know it is.
That's entirely one person. Though.
Okay, there's Hate Camel. Thank you for coming in with the nerdery. I actually appreciate that. Trinity said, I thought you said to never use the freeway to Morpheus. Nice. There.
There you go.
So my memories are vague and disconnected, but the main
But you
brush
get the-
strokes
you
are
get the
there.
spirit.
Yeah. It's fine. Oh, and Solner came up first, and I love look at Solner's gun nerdery. Their Internet Movie Firearms database says no Tech 9 are reloaded. See that we all have the same go-to resource. I love it.
This is why we love you people. You're a bloody good audience.
Holy shit!
Because we share all the same opinions.
Mr. Yes is watching the original Clash of the Titans. A tip of the hat to you, sir. 1981 stop motion Harry Hamlin goodness. No one here's seen it, have they?
No.
I haven't. I've seen clips from it. I have seen clips from it prior to watching the did it come out?
81.
Remake with Neeson and the remake.
Oh shit! With guy who's been in everything I can never remember the name of.
Mm-hmm.
He-
Yeah,
he-
him.
He was the paralyzed soldier in Blue People Defend Tree.
Oh,
That's
yes.
Avatar.
Avatar. Thank you.
Oh, I knew what he was exactly. I knew exactly what he was going.
But what?
I was thinking cops defending a tree. What the fuck?
the utterly transparent, the disaster porn fantasy of a reimagining of Native Americans defending themselves from those bloody Westerners. That film, Avatar.
It's funny. I remember.
Avatar. Oh god, Avatar, the film that made Avatar: The Last Airbender have to put that little thing on the end.
Sam Worthington. Hate Campbell in with
Literally
the
the
facts.
reason.
Sam Worthington.
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
'Cause he was in everything for a hot minute, and tip the hat to him because I enjoy watching him as an action guy. He does a great job.
You're right. Sam Worthington was.
So
that.
Clash of the Titans, and then the sequel to that was fuck. Clash of the Titans,
Exactly.
the Enclashioning.
FUCK. It stands for.
Clash of the Titans, clash harder.
Yeah, exactly.
You
You know-
Clash Too Furious.
Right?
Electric flashing.
And what bugs me is that in Clash of the Titans, they have what's her name? Playing Io, the mythical character Io, looking hot as fuck. Oh, that's small. There she is. See, English girls with the alabaster skin and the dark hair. It's yeah. I'll stand for that. She also played Strawberry Fields in Quantum of Solace.
Understand, people, this is the difference between standing and simping.
Yeah, Wrath of the Titans. And so, do they bring her back for Wrath of the Titans? No. Did they bring geriatric Irishmen back for it? Well, sure they did.
Gemma Atherton. Yep.
Yeah. What's his name?
Barry Biden.
No. Qui-Gon Jinn?
Neeson.
Oh, Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. Yeah. They brought him back because he makes a totally believable Zeus.
Didn't
Look,
he play
all
Hades?
I know about that is just release the Kraken.
No, he didn't play Hades. He fought Hades. Hades was in Wrath, was trying to build up enough power to take on Zeus, who had, contrary to the
sorry.
myth, tossed him to the underworld. Back me up on this far.
I'm sorry, I was distracted for a second.
It's
Engage
okay.
your
We're
brain.
all staring at Gemma here, and
Yes, we are. What was the question?
Yes, please repeat. I'm sorry.
Ralph Fiennes. That's the yeah. Ralph Fiennes was Hades. My bad.
in
Got
the
them crossed up in
classical
my mind.
Greek myth,
Yeah.
after Zeus defeating the Titans did not cast Hades down to Hades. Where's Pete from Creepy Little Book? He knows these kinds of
I'm not
things.
sure. That's kind of not. I don't know. I don't really know, to be honest, that part. To be honest.
Russell
It
Crowe
hasn't
is a
come up in
great
my
Zeus.
research stuff.
Did Russell Crowe play Zeus?
I have no idea.
I feel like he did, but
On the lightning theft? What?
Huh.
it was in Thor: Love and Thunder.
What, Russell
Trying to
Crowe?
remember. Yeah, playing Zeus. Yeah.
Well, that
What?
explains why I don't know.
Yeah, you watch good movies.
Hey.
I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Watch what you want to watch. We'll judge you quietly.
Peter, I am a professional weirdo. Yes, and the strange lore master. If you want to know about Sasquatches or flat Earth or occultism going on in poorly understood Georgian sculptures that were blown up for as yet undetermined reasons, or the various Catholic myths floating around Louisiana in terms of cemetery haunting demons and whatnot, Creepy Little Book's the show for you. Tune in. It's a gang of fun. I'm a fan.
I asked for advertisement.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, hey, listen, I also enjoy watching Omegon do Euro Truck Simulator, so you know what?
Omega owes us money for advertisement.
Bill will
Been
be
in
in the
America
mail,
too
good
long.
sir.
She's acclimating too much.
Capitalism.
It's not an advertisement to shout out people you like.
Yeah, it's unpaid shilling.
So we're being paid in exposure.
Exposure credits, which can be totally redeemed nowhere.
I was gonna say, is that a fork of Ethereum?
No, it's not that good.
Obligatory crypto joke.
Obligatory.
Yeah, I think obligatory.
Obligatory.
I was listening to Sam in voice chat over in Discord yesterday, saying the word inventory over and over and over again in the wrong way, and I didn't correct him once.
Inventory.
Inventory.
What?
Inventory?
What?
Yeah.
That's...
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
See, you know
The
what?
French, everyone.
This is
No,
what
I
British
think
boarding
we can
school
blame
can
the
do
Brits
to
for
a
this
mind.
one.
It's just no good.
Inventory. Sam. Inventory.
Oh, inventory.
Inventory. Slow it down for me. I need to understand.
Those are dads in working in their garages to come up with something new. That's their inventory.
Oh,
No, that's inventory as well. The way you said that sounds way more like you're inventing something.
Right. When you're in a game, right, you're playing a game and you pick up some items, right?
Yes.
Where do they go?
The inventory.
Inventory.
No! Wrong! Where's my spritzing bottle?
You are
This is 3 against 1 here, Sam.
Of all of the people,
This isn't a democracy.
the
I am the
Australian
Senate.
here is actually pronouncing something correctly. That gets me.
Fuck you, too. Jesus Christ.
Wait, Jesus Christ. Yeah, somebody asked a little bit earlier on, so what are you going to buy? Like referencing the Steam account, like what are you going to get on board with? I already know, because I've had a while to figure it out. I know the games. And judge me if you will, here's where I'm going. I'm going to buy the point-and-click Blade Runner game from 1997 from GOG, not from Steam. Because I actually like owning digital copies like that I personally own that are not floating around in the cloud somewhere. Judge me if you want.
Yeah.
That's just, how I roll.
I get it.
No, I get it.
Fair enough.
Have you seen my massive collection? It exists
I
for a
have.
reason.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Besides, general hilarity of owning Garfield cart.
That's why the greatest piece of effrontery to gamers, and I'm not even a gamer and I feel bad for you all on like by proxy, is when you buy a game and it comes in the little CD clam package and you open it up and it's just a cardboard disc with the activation code on it. Oh,
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 yeah.
God.
God.
Oh, so
Those people.
I've been walking around a few different game stores while I've been here, right? I have seen so many of just those sorts of things on store shelves. It's like, what the fuck? Here, it's so much more prevalent. It's shocking, honestly. Like, I can't believe I'm seeing it so much.
So
It's awful.
does that mean that you are either going to, like, do you have a point where you're going to cut off trying to find the credentials for that old Steam account, or
Just make a new one.
making a new one?
I don't know what's involved in. I don't know what the
No.
sign-up process is like at Steam because I did it for Smite, many moons ago.
I don't
I'm
think it's that
assuming that if
hard.
you type in the same email address to sign up, they're going to say there already is an account. Did you forget your password? And the answer is yes.
Yes,
No,
they will
actu-
do exactly that.
No, actually,
No?
you can use them. You can use one email for multiple accounts.
Can you?
Yep.
Really?
That's
Can
what I
you?
did with when I was working at the game company that I won't mention the name of
For legal reasons.
for many reasons. But basically I had my work email,
Yeah.
and I just used one single email and had multiple development accounts.
Weird. Never let me sign up for multiple accounts on the one.
Maybe it was a
Bastard.
dev thing.
I don't think I think you can use the same. Hold on, let me check. Steam.
Okay, we got.
Well, in the meantime, I can tell you this, though. The
got some research happening.
nobody you know says, that's available on CD-ROM. Indeed, it is. The original Blade Runner 87, or 97, rather, point-and-click game.
Thank God.
It-
Hopefully it works.
It is, but it's the beauty of it over on GOG is it's been optimized for current processors. Where
True.
I was
Yeah.
watching Razorfist on his game stream, like Razorfist Arcade, when he was playing the game several times. He went into a description early on in the show that was well beyond my pay grade or understanding as to the type of emulator he had to use, and he had to shuffle through 2 or 3 and then adjust all of his settings and downclock his processor, etc., because it wasn't optimized. It was meant for a like a 586 or whatever the hell. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And whereas the one that's over on GOG is, hey, meant for 6:9 aspect ratio, anamorphically, and all these other things. And so, yeah, I'm willing to go with that one. I really would like a physical copy of it, but I'm willing to accept a downloaded digital copy of it. Unlike Steam, where what you're really getting is, as to the best of my understanding, is access to a cloud version of it. Of a
I
game.
mean, they do have you you don't like stream the game from the cloud, as it were. You do actually download a copy of it. It's wrapped up with Steam, so like Steam has to be open to play the game. That's the
Yeah.
DRM.
That's the
Makes
DRM
sense.
part of it. So, just to clarify, yes, you can use multiple Steam accounts. It's not just a dev thing.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
just a
help
normal
yourself, Polly.
Steam feature.
Shadowclaw asks, do you like RTS games? Maybe? What-
Real-time strategy games basically think something like, oh God, what's an old one? Command and Conquer
The
is a really
Warhammer
old one.
real-time strategy games, Age of Empires, Age of Mythology.
So these are the games where you will have like squads
Civilization.
of dudes attacking other squads of dudes, and then you can move on the map over to somewhere else and start something else and then
Exactly.
check
Yeah.
back on the battle, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I know those games. I'm aware of what they look like anyway.
StarCraft, kind of, but yeah, that kind of thing.
You know what? I'm going to say no, but I haven't really played them. I found them interesting to watch. I watch a fuck ton of playthroughs and game streams because a lot of it's really interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But from watching it, I think I'd rather try turn-based games first, like Mech Warrior.
Absolutely understood. Yeah. So
That
something-
seems like it
something
draws me a
uh,
little bit
Tactics.
more.
Or a Fire Emblem game.
So it would be more along the lines of the early Civilization games before it would be something like Age of Empires then.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, even current Civs games are still turn-based, so.
I can't speak to my them for a long time.
Oh, Yeah, no. If you want to talk recent ones, that's me. I've played the hell out of 5 and 6.
So there's that. The games like in more or less in the order that I'm going to buy them would be that's first because I'm a Blade Runner super fan, so I got to get my hands on that, and it just looked like so much fucking fun, man. Then I want to do a swath of westerns because I'm a huge fan of frontier history and western history, and the games just look like a fucking big barrel of fucking fun. So Call of Juarez, I really want to get a copy of. There's bundles for the Gunslinger series. I think it's called Gunslinger, and Call of Juarez is just one. But especially Call of Juarez because it just looks like so much fun. Red Dead 1 and 2 in a big way.
I was about to ask, can I tempt you with some Red Dead?
Yeah. LA Noir for what should be really painfully obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to ask Polly. I'm not sure why you would be interested.
Yeah, why would you be interested?
Noir Bar from 1942. I question why. Why must we? Why would you be interested in LA?
Yeah, and now I'm getting to get it at. I mean, I realize it's an older game, but all the DLC content, like the additional missions and investigations and whatnot. Yeah, I'm buying all those at one fucking time. Hell yeah! And then, Assassin's Creed 3. And probably Assassin's Creed 3 after I get a little bit of video game and hand-eye coordination back, because it's been a hot minute. I'm not so foolish as to dive in. I'm going up against people that are able to play platformers where they jump from one side of the screen, hold back just so, and land on that one pixel with their fucking pinky toe and just stick it. Like, I mean, holy fuck.
Yeah, Flatty.
Shut up. I happen to be good at games. Shut up.
Oh, yeah, and because that reminds me, Platty, there's a couple of I like platformer games, right? And I remember saying to Platty a little while ago, there's 2 platformer gaming games that really grab my attention. When I get back in, I get a controller I really want to play. And Platty says, oh, yeah, what are those? I said, Cuphead and fucking
Hollow Knight.
And Hollow Knight. And then Platty said, why did you pick the 2 most difficult platformers to come out like the last 20 years?
Hollow Knight, you'd be fine with. Look, because I beat Hollow Knight. I didn't get like the great ending, but I beat it. Like you could just do it. It's when it starts getting into the actual challenges part of it, like the
when you
path of pain.
True endings.
Yeah, that's when you're probably gonna have the issues.
So after Noir Bar is done tonight, Polly, I'm probably going to be out in the alley behind with wearing a long coat, and on the inside it's just going to be a piece of the different Prince of Persia games, and I'm going to ask you if you're interested. You ever played some Prince of Persia? I imagine you have,
I've watched it, never played it, but I've definitely watched a bunch of playthroughs and shit.
I actually played all of those. At some point, I eventually got a bundle on Steam and ended up just playing through them, and because I want to say one of the Sands of Time one that I did like when I was a kid. I watched a friend of it play because I didn't have access to consoles or things like that back in those days. What? 30-minute time limit? Yeah, that was my video game thing. Now look at where that got me.
That really served you well.
30 years old, addicted to games. Well, almost 30. I still got a couple months.
Looney Lenny. Don't worry, Polly. You'll be better than a games journalist. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, at least you probably get past the first tutorial of Cuphead.
Yes.
I've watched that video
very
times, man. It's fucking legend. Why would that person ever even allow that video to get out?
Yeah, why would they even post that? That's a good question.
Like, they were thinking of demonstrating, see how hard this game is? I couldn't even get past through the tutorial. You're a games journalist. Apparently, you're in the... You had to have realized that there's people that have gone far beyond the tutorial. What did you think you were demonstrating other than your own wild level of incompetence?
Yeah, look how hard it is. Can't get past the tutorial. Yeah, I'm sure other people can't get past the tutorial either. It's just that hard. No, you're just a fucking moron.
You didn't read.
I have seen quadriplegics, right, engaging in PvP tournaments on bloody proper organized, massively multiplayer online role-playing games. I have seen that happen. So if a games journalist cannot get past the first level of Cuphead, that's on them.
Yeah, like we're not in the top like what is it, Street Fighter players? It's just a dude playing the game with his mouse, basically.
Yeah.
Like, come on, what's your excuse, man?
I remember after seeing that kind of thing, though, I was like...
Is that what his name was? Oh, God.
Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea. I just... That video, though. Because what was it that he couldn't do? He just couldn't jump? That was, like, specifically it, right? Like, he just couldn't clear a platform.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like
Yeah.
you couldn't get past a platform, and you just needed to do like 2 inputs, like 1 input differently or something like that. I don't know.
What were you saying there, Sam?
Just a quick shout out to people in chat. If you've been here a while and you've forgotten, or if you're on your way out, please remember to leave a like on the on stream. It just helps us out with the algorithm and lets people who might not otherwise see that that Polly's streaming tonight. It might actually let them know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, if you could do that, greatly appreciated. Thanks.
And to go off of that, I mean, we are in the age of algorithm fuckery in a huge way. And one of the few things that actually still functions effectively is leaving a comment down beneath the video, whether you do it now or later, or you're listening in the future, hello from the past. Yeah, by all means, it actually engages with the algorithm, and I have gotten back on responding because it's not only your interaction, but mine tweaks the algorithm so somebody might be able to see there's some late night chill shit going on where we're not talking about, what's her name? Blue Blaze? Blue.
Yeah, no, we'll go with that. We're not mentioning her fucking name.
Right.
This person who swears at people are like, oh, you never heard of her? And it's like, no, I fucking haven't. Like, before all you motherfuckers were talking about it, I had no fucking idea who this was. And anyway, yeah.
Okay. And if you really want to, you can leave a donation for one of the 3 of us.
You absolutely
That
could. That's how
help
we
the
keep
algorithm.
the candles burning
fun.
and the cigarettes alight and the
Yeah,
bar
like
stocked
it
with
doesn't
booze.
help algorithm, but like if you want to, be generous, you don't have to. Just saying, it's an option.
It would just prove your big dick energy if you did.
Yeah,
hey,
exactly.
Kefki's here. How you doing, Kefki?
Okay.
Yeah. You want to enter the dick measuring contest? Donate today. If you donate $50 to me, you'll get the best dick measuring.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot about that. Like, where you go with this far? Oh right, that is that donation.
Yeah, I have the perfect donation for that.
Oh, that's right, you do. I remember it now. I know what it is.
Yeah.
On that point, I cannot stay around too much longer because I got to get over to my friend's birthday party. So let's do some fucking stories really quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's get something like that.
This one far sent me this one, and I really get a kick out of this. Tiny California mouse sets Guinness World Record for longevity in human care. How old do you think this fucker is?
I want to say like, is it like 5 years?
No.
I mean, if it's longevity in human care, is that just general longevity, or is it specifically for California mouse?
It's just
that's the question, isn't it?
It's for this mouse in California human care.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not gonna answer because I know what it is.
I was gonna say mice typically live for like 3 years tops, so I'm gonna go with 7 years.
Cannibalistic wisdom, it's really highballing it. Oh my god. Dark Eye Sid.
9.
Dark Eye Wisdom is also
9
like
years.
upping it. Jeez.
9 years.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I went under.
And no gray hairs.
It's a...
He's looking youthful as shit.
Yeah. Still spry in his old age. Only needs a
He's
walker
born with
when
it.
going upstairs. It's great. Pat was born at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park on July 14, 2013 under Conservation Breeding Program. And he's still here. The Pacific Pocket Mouse. That's adorable. That's what they're called.
That is Pacific Pocket Mouse. Nick Pat.
After Star
is
Trek
amazing.
and X-Men actor Sir Patrick Stewart.
Really?
Yeah.
Named after Mr.
He's got way more hair than Patrick Stewart.
Is just as charismatic.
Long live Pat. May you live for another 9 years, good rat, Mouse.
West Popayan,
Papuan, probably.
separatist
I
group
think.
makes demands to Australia, New Zealand after kidnapping Kiwi pilot Philip burning plane. They kidnapped him from a burning plane?
What the
They kidnapped and then burned the plane.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's a series of events.
Ellie, sure that should be a semicolon.
Oh, there we go.
It's been a while since we've seen that one.
There you go.
Thank you, Looney Lenny, for the $5. Yeah, that's it. No message.
Oh, no message. Well, you got a great surprise. There you go. Hope you like it. I've been waiting so long for that to be.
Fantastic.
Throwback to games that work.
Yeah, right? That's a game that just straight up doesn't.
Hey, alright.
Anyway, back to kidnap pilots.
Yeah,
Burn plane.
from fucking totally not communist Marxist insurgents. The rebel group captured Captain Philip and set a fire to a small commercial plane after it landed safely at Pero Village. 5 indigenous West Papuan passengers who were on board are understood to be safe. The Indonesian security forces are now searching for the pilot. The West Papua National Liberation Army.
Papua.
The West Papua National Liberation Army told ABC that the attack was part of a group strategy to reclaim independence for West Papua, which is currently part of Indonesia. So they demanded individual Papuan identification and recognition from New Zealand and Australia. Great.
Yeah.
By kidnapping a guy.
Yeah.
But they were also asking for them to stop doing military training strategy shit with Indonesia as well.
Really?
Like not just recognition. No, they were making some big commands there. Demands, really. I should say.
Oh, this
Demands.
is called, this is called right ahead. This is what we call terrorism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit. Now, we don't want to fight it out because we don't have enough people to actually back up what we're doing. So we're going to do what the FLQ did in Canada. We're going to do what black blockers are trying to do. We'll just, as our small little group, we'll attempt some big political action and hope that a bunch of the armchair people sitting at home get behind us. It's a great, wonderful
I'm
revolution
just
you
more
got.
shocked that they even got to kidnap the pilot. You know? Like, they actually managed to get on the plane, get in the cockpit, and like, kidnap the pilot.
Mhm.
Like, there's so many steps here of like, okay, how shit is the airport security? Oh yeah, it's freaking Papua.
Yeah, I was
Of
going to say,
course.
Far, you're kind of mirror imaging here. Like, you're thinking of like what an Australian airport
Yeah, I'm
looks
thinking.
like.
Yeah,
and-
I'm thinking of like what the rest of the world would have, right? Not fucking here, but it's still kind of like, okay, how did you even get at the cockpit? Even on like, a private plane like this,
Yeah.
wouldn't that shit be locked down?
There's an image there, I think. We'll probably be able to tell this. They reckoned a small commercial plane.
Oh,
there you go.
okay,
That's it. Yep.
all right.
I mean, there was only 5 passengers. I kind of.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, but still, sometimes like planes just have almost 0 passengers. That can happen.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The family has asked for privacy at this incredible challenging time. Yeah, no kidding.
Well, yeah, no shit. Dude just got kidnapped.
New Zealand
I just-
Prime Minister. Oops, sorry.
You're going, wait a minute.
New Zealand Prime Minister Chris Hipkins, what an awful name, I feel bad for the man, said on Wednesday that his country's embassy in Jakarta was leading its responses. I fucking hate these kinds of things. We're leading our response to the situation.
All the
So do you
statements are
have
the
a
same.
solution?
We're leading our response
Yeah.
and working closely with with authorities on the ground, and we will not rest until blah 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 blah.
Making some
Just
fucking
say
phone
that you-
calls. That's
Yeah.
all that's happening, right?
You can just have
It's like,
Chat GPT programmed AI faces to say these things. You guys don't need to waste your time coming out.
nah.
What makes you think they're not using that right now?
It's
Look,
probably how
I
most of
had
their
this-
speeches are generated.
I had this theory. Those crazy speeches where they're not in person Biden wise, right? Where he just looks off, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm beginning to think that those are starting to be AI generated. Because he's like he actually speaks without, super flubbing it.
Well, if it was
I'm going conspiracy theory on this bullshit. Because it's like
it's not very authentic if Biden isn't flubbing every other line. And, what'd you say? You know what I said.
Yeah, the corn pop.
Yeah. So moving along. Victoria convicted of attempt to murder after lacing cheesecake with sedative and feeding it to her lookalike.
What?
There could be only
yeah.
one, Sam.
Who? Who the fuck is this?
I told you, Victoria Nashivzhov.
Generic, somewhat Russian woman? What is she?
I have no idea.
Hold on.
I just love the fact that, like, because I said that one as well, right? I just love the fact that it's like this woman found a lookalike of herself. I was like, yeah, I gotta kill her. There can only be one. What? Oh,
This is who she reminds me of.
yeah. So lovely. I hear it in my heart.
I have... Holly, this is...
There we go.
She killed. This is her lookalike. And now she's dead from a poisoned cheesecake.
Yeah, this woman just has like the time of her fucking life. These videos,
Oh, yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, get down, lady. Do it. Do it.
I am not drunk enough for this video.
Go, baby, go.
Oh, I think my Nokia 3310 could play this song.
Hell yeah. Go. Woo.
She's just so excited.
The best Eastern Europe has to offer.
Get you a woman who is as excited to see you as this woman is to play her guitar.
Damn right.
I just love the way that, like, you can tell she knows what she's doing, right? But she doesn't know enough to actually be in tune with the music in the background.
She's like mashing keys, yo. This is like me playing a video game.
Me playing Destiny.
Oh god. Yeah, so this is that lookalike.
Oh my god.
So this is the lookalike that she fed the cheesecake to. Got it?
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so
Right.
in case you were wondering, yes,
Yeah.
she's dead. Rest in peace. Okay.
I don't
It
think
says
she.
attempted
And she's an
murder.
attempt, so I don't think she actually, killed her.
Oh,
But no, if you look at
okay.
the actual story, though, I think it gives the reason, though. Like, it wasn't just there can only be one situation.
Mhm.
Wait, what was the reason?
I kind of vaguely looked at it, but it seemed to be
Let's find out. We'll do a speed read here.
yeah, here we
Russian-born
go. There it
Victorian.
is in the first one. First little paragraph there.
A U.S. woman accused of feeding poison cheesecake to her lookalike in a bid to steal the other woman's identity has been convicted of attempted murder, prosecutors say. Russian-born Victoria National was found guilty by a jury of trying to kill Olga Shcherstal with cheesecake laced with a powerful sedative, the voice of Omegon. And then stealing her passport and other valuables in August 2016, Queens District person said. The two women resemble each other with dark hair and similar skin tones and guitar skills. And then Nashkova hoped to impersonate Miss Turshkit after killing her, the district attorney said. The jury saw through the deception and the schemes of the defendant. She couldn't match her dexterity with the keys. Fortunately, her victim survived, and the poison led right back to the culprit. According to prosecutors, Nashkova brought the cheesecake to Nestist's home in the Forest Hill section of Queens. Miss Chisholm ate the cheesecake, felt sick, lost unconsciousness. Lost unconsciousness. She woke up.
I did that a couple hours ago.
When Miss Tiskus was discharged and returned home, she realized that her passport and work authorization card were missing, along with a gold ring and other valuables. Residue from the cheesecake container was tested and found to contain fenzopam, a potent sedative. So there you go.
Yeah, so she basically just wanted to steal her identity. Through the most convoluted fucking bullshit means.
Wait, she was also accused of fatally drugging someone else?
What?
Yeah,
Wait,
it's never the first time, is it?
Oh my god.
She denied killing this woman in a 2017. Oh my god.
Oh my god. So this is not her first time.
This is
And
apparently not her-
It's
really
not a
was
one-time
just
deal.
like- It really was just like, and I'll fucking do it again.
Yeah. Why did you have to go full America with that one there, Sam? What was that?
Oh, that was a midway to the goofy meme.
Yeah. Do it again.
You got me on that one. All right.
I'll show it to you later.
All right. Yeah, that's what you said last time, and I got dick pics. It's not cool.
Look, I just found his attempt at doing a Cockney accent to be terrible, and I wanted to share a few memes.
By showing
Involving
people
cocks,
dicks.
apparently.
Yeah.
It's Cockney.
I mean, they're like Richard.
Dick Van Dyke, that's the joke. Don't worry about it.
Needlephobia study investigates if virtual reality headsets can help.
What?
For fuck's sakes.
We are going to
So,
jab you
don't
repeatedly.
like needles? You don't like needles? Here's a headset for you.
Mhm.
That'll distract you. Why do I just see all these needles aiming ready to me in the headset?
Yeah, this doesn't strike me as,
Just-
lessening the intensity of a phobia by slowly exposing you. I picture that this poor guy's like running down a fucking, doorless hallway while needles are chasing him down. It just no.
It's just some silent hell bullshit, but they're all just like these giant needles like around every corner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, with the walls that dispense strawberry jam, right?
Yeah.
A research
Then,
project
I tell
investigating
you-
reality to reduce stress of patients who have needle phobias. You constitute your own phobia,
Basically-
lady.
Basically, what they want to do is they just want you to put on the headset,
Go into a happy place.
go into a happy place, and then stick you full of whatever bullshit they want to stick you
Oh,
full
I
of.
see. They put you off by like a sandy beach in Maui or whatever, so you don't notice that you're being jabbed by a
Yeah.
giant needle trying to
Exactly.
vampire your blood away.
Exactly.
It's
got a
my
better idea.
blood. You can't have it.
I've got a better idea. What they should do is they should put all of those people in VR chat, because the pain that they will experience from 5 minutes being involved in that bullshit will completely distract them from the needles.
I mean, this is like the equivalent of like, hey, here's a blindfold. except,
What's that over there? Jab.
except like, yeah, just face this comic right in front of you. Except $500 extra spent.
Yeah. Look, here's a clown. Just stay focused on the clown. Don't worry about us.
Nice.
This is like the expensive solution to a problem that has a very cheap solution already.
Right?
All right, Eve. Have a
Apparently
good
Eve's
night. Thanks for popping
Good
by.
night, Eve.
Nice.
Eve?
Right before we got to go too long, we can't. It's not Noir Bar if we don't have a list. So let's look at a list of 13 weird and mysterious satellite photos that nobody can explain.
Oh, speaking of this though, right? I want one space news, just briefly.
Okay, which one?
Jupiter now has more moons. Fuck you, Saturn.
No shit. Hold on.
Get fucked. We now have like 92 moons around Jupiter.
There we
Oh
go.
my gosh.
Fuck you, Saturn.
There we go. Jupiter's moon count jumps to 90 fucking 2, breaking Saturn's solar system record. In your face, Saturn.
Now, the only disappointing thing about this is at the end where they say, yeah, only half of them probably, will be named because of size. Because apparently that's a thing.
Gay.
Yeah, fuck you. Name them all. Fuck you, cowards.
Yeah, just don't let the Chinese do
what?
it. That went bad.
Well, they can't because they already have a naming scheme. Unless they really want to break that tradition. I'm sure there's enough women associated with Jupiter. They can find some more names.
Oh yeah.
He got around.
Yeah, he fucking
He
sure as
did
hell
get
did.
around.
Sewer Dick Jupiter? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Look, he got around. I'm pretty sure you could find like another however fucking many names.
12 new ones. Wow. Astronomers have discovered
Yeah.
12 new moons around Jupiter. That is more than any other planet in the solar system. Saturn, the one-time loser, comes in close with 83. Jupiter's moons, and these are all moons. They're not lunas. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Establishing the point. Jupiter's moons were added to a recently back off that pile up and just try that turn again. Jupiter's moons were added recently to a list kept by the International Astronomical Union's Minor Planet Center, said Scott Shepard at Carnegie Institution, who was part of the team. They were
He's always part of the team, honestly, when it comes to this shit. You see his name so often.
They were discovered using telescopes in Hawaii and Chile in 2021 and 2022, and their orbits were confirmed with follow-up observations. These newest moons range in size from...
At any rate, that is what we're going to try to do.
It's been a hot minute. Dr. Soren, thank you for the 350. Sorry I'm late. I'm watching Star Trek Generations for the third time in a row, once on its own, and a second and third time for each commentary track on the Blu-ray. God bless you, sir. Good plan.
Enjoy.
Yeah. I've listened to the commentary tracks with Star Trek Generations on. I liked it. I liked the scenes between Picard and Kirk. They were good. I think they're underappreciated. And Dr. Soren is the person who... Okay, it's claimed he killed Kirk. No. Kirk was willing to enter into a situation with mortal danger to achieve what he needed to. Kirk just doesn't get blown away, all right? What? Leave it alone? Well, okay, fine. We'll move back to Jupiter.
Yeah, fuck Saturn.
Great.
These newest moons range from 1 kilometre to 3 kilometers, according to Dr. Shepard. I hope we can image one of these using these outer moons close up in the near future to better determine their origins. In April, the European Space Agency is sending a spacecraft to Jupiter to study the planet and some of its biggest icy moons. And next year, NASA will launch the Europa Clipper to explore Jupiter's moon of the same name. Well, kind of gave it away.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Shepard,
You see that, Polly?
What?
You see, European Space Agency, so that's measured in kilometers. Fuck you.
I'm okay with the name kilometers. It's the spelling throws you off from 1 kilometre.
Yeah, it's just how it's spelled.
Just wrong.
Why do you have the extra?
It's not, and it
Extra E's
is
all
what
over
it
the
is.
place, Platty. Axe,
Extra
kilometre.
E's, extra U's.
Yeah.
What the fucking's wrong with
Those
Europe?
letters don't grow on trees. Why are you guys so... Fuck.
Just want to be fancy fuckers. I see.
Jupiter and Saturn are loaded with small moons, believed to be fragments of once bigger moons that collided with one another, and comets and or asteroids. Dr. Shepard
They
said.
just collided with everything.
Hold on, there's new pictures from the James Webb Telescope. Oh yeah, we looked at it still looks
Yeah.
sexy. Look at that.
Yeah.
You could really see the rings.
Oh yeah. The Jupiter ring.
Yeah, because fun fact, Jupiter has a ring.
Yes, it does.
Where I'm just staring in amazement at this. This is fucking fantastic. I love those real-time pictures where you see the rings and they're moving in opposite directions to each other and whatnot. Fucking cool.
Jupiter's rings, brought to you by Amalthea.
Well, not rings, weather pattern stripes, whatever you want to call them. Okay.
Yeah, the clouds. So yeah, back to the list.
13 weird and mysterious satellite photos that nobody can explain yet. Most of nobody. I'm sure there's people on YouTube who
okay.
can explain it. The Gobi Desert
Uh,
patterns.
Okay.
All right.
What?
No, nothing. I'm just looking at it, like, I can immediately guess what people are gonna claim.
Alien runways
Aliens.
for their UFO craft?
Yeah, literally aliens.
Mhm.
Because it's
Really?
always fucking aliens.
I was about to
Always
make a very
aliens.
sexist joke.
Let's start with one satellite image that has more or less been explained, although maybe not fully. Located in the Gobi Desert. Yeah. The Gobi Desert,
Globy.
which is found in the north and northwestern parts of China. Oh. Giant Chinese conspiracy. So there's an atomic testing site. But, the strange structures that were found on a satellite use Google Maps in about 2011 or so. The white lines intersecting with strange angles and located in the Gobi Desert. Oh no, I jumped back up. Zigzagging led to a lot of speculation. Burned cars and planes nearby led to further speculation of malevolent military
Ah.
purpose to the lanes.
What?
Wow.
So did they just haphazardly like create a bunch of like just a bunch of like street-like things and just test out weaponry of? I don't know.
I think
It's
they
in
were testing
such
a low orbit ion cannon, and those lanes
It's-
are actually just glass.
Huh.
It's like in such a almost perfect rectangle.
Yeah, like,
That's because it's a composite image, though, right? Google Maps.
maybe, but I don't know. That's still really weird.
Especially that it's like, oh, it was only discovered in 2011 with Google Maps. Well, okay, that puts my suspicion meter to 11. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jackson Pollock.
Suspicion
painting from
meter.
space. God damn it, Sam.
I'm not gonna let it go. We invented the meter. We spell it how we fucking want.
The snow saddle of Nepal, located in Nepal's Himalayas, is one of the Earth's tallest mountains, also referred to as the snow saddle. The mountain is known primarily for the fact that it can be viewed on Google Maps. The site is blacked out. Why? Well, no one's really sure. There are numbers of reasons why Google might blur or black out an area. For example, the high security prison in Ireland that is blurred out in order to prevent the escapes of prisoners. In Holland, there is an Air Force base used for United States nuclear bombs that the airbase has been blocked from view. In regard to the snow saddle, it is highly likely that the Kartangagaga mountain being blurred is a result of a dispute between Nepal and China. Of course, it could just because weather conditions are weather conditions on the very tall mountain. Weather conditions creating a giant tar-like surface.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, they used to block the Great Wall of China as well.
Did
Really?
they really?
Yeah, I remember as a kid of like, you know, messing around with Google Maps, right? Because I mean, yeah, kid, Google Maps. What do you expect?
Uh-huh.
And I remember going, oh yeah, I remember that one fact that's not really a fact, that you can see the Great Wall of China from space. Let's go see the Great Wall of China. So you find it, right? You can kind of see kind of where it is. You try to zoom in on it. It's blocked. It's not anymore. Like, you can, I'm pretty sure you can actually, you know, do the street view thing up and down the wall now.
Mhm.
But yeah, no. Originally, I
I-
don't think you could actually access that. So yeah, it's what Google allows and doesn't allow is always kind of weird.
Yeah, but if China says don't allow it, I can see them going along with it easy.
Oh,
Yes,
absolutely. But that's the
absolutely.
thing though. It's like if China is telling them, yeah, block that mountain. Yeah, they're gonna block the mountain.
Uh-huh.
like, I'm not really shocked.
Saudi Island.
Sorry.
Oh.
Oh,
Indeed,
Sandy Island.
Caledonia.
Sandy Island is
Jesus
what is
Christ.
referred to as a non-existent island, which means that the island appeared on maps at one point as it was believed to exist, but no longer does, because it actually doesn't.
Ah.
It uses the knowledge of where it isn't to calculate where it is.
Schrodinger's Island?
In the case of Sandy Island, it was even noted on satellite images. Sandy Island was first spotted by British explorer James Cook, who was a captain of the Royal Navy, 1774. The existence of Sandy Island was noted by others in the 19th century. A whaling ship reported it in 1876 and even appeared on nautical charts. The existence of the island, which is supposed to be about the size of Manhattan, was disproven in November of 2012 by Australian scientists on a research vessel. The real mystery here is why the island was labeled on Google Maps mapping service until November 2012. Shouldn't the tech giant satellites have been able to confirm the relatively large island didn't actually exist?
Maybe it did?
Or maybe it does, and they're just
My
trying to
almonds are
hide that
activating.
it's starting to glow.
This is glowy. Glowy Island
this
disappears
is-
from maps.
Yeah, this is slightly glowy.
Yeah, I mean, come on, really?
This is kinda
Island the
glowy.
size of Manhattan. Yeah. Someone would have noticed, I'm sure.
Well, if this many people noticed, like, all the way up to 2012, when they just suddenly like, nope, doesn't exist, don't know what you're talking about, guys.
Uh,
You know?
well, maybe it's glowing from radiation.
Oh, God.
Did they-
The triangle of the Nevada desert.
Oh,
I mean, is this just another, like... Oh, God, what's the name? The lines and the...
Circle
see them?
something?
The Nezkaz lines? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those. Is this just another one of those? It's just a
Possibly.
bit further away?
There are concentric circles inside a triangle in the remote deserts of Nevada, which can be viewed from the satellites far above. So what is it? Well, no one actually knows for sure. The general
It's a
consensus...
target.
Yeah, testing grounds. The general consensus is that it is a military structure, potentially used by the United States military pilots when practicing bombing. Ha ha! Far, we were right.
yeah.
So therefore, it's part of some military structure. The location of the
Look, you
triangle...
only get like 5 points if you get the outer ring,
Right?
100 if you get the inner. You get -5 if you hit one of the triangle points.
See, like if you go there, what is it? Just scraping away the top sand to reveal the lighter sand underneath? Is it paint? What is it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get an idea of just how big it is from that picture.
No, it's no
No, it's just-
scale.
I mean, that looks pretty fucking big, though.
Yeah. I'm not saying aliens were involved, but aliens were involved.
I'm not saying it was
The location of
aliens.
the triangle and the circles inside are believed to be inside of Area 51,
Oh my
there we
god.
go.
which is a highly classified and detached portion of the United States Air Force Base in California. If the triangle is indeed part of Area 51, that makes things a little more interesting. Right. Alien
You
cheeks
gotta
to
get
clap.
another. You got
Alien
another
cheeks.
Area 51 raid.
Oh, that's the summoning circles for the alien fish women.
Oh, is that what it is? Well, we just have to send NASA there.
This is where multiple ley lines all lay over one another, and yeah.
Oh god.
Yep. All comes together.
So I'll go
Does
there
that
with your
sound
power
slightly
crystals,
Make,
and
make
let's summon the
make
giant
portal to
Herkaba.
Europa and find those alien fish women.
The area of space above Area 51 is highly restricted, so most can only speculate exactly what Area 51, also known as Groom Lake. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Wow.
Okay, wow.
Fucking hell, the jokes write themselves. It's just
Right?
Groom fucking Lake. Okay. Is actually what it's actually used for. Conspiracy theorists believe that it might be used to store and reverse engineer alien spaceships that have crashed on Earth, of course. Naturally, however, this has never been proven. Other theories suggest that it may
yeah.
be used as a way of testing weather control or even time travel.
What the fuck?
Time travel doesn't exist.
It's
Wink,
used
wink.
as a ground-based lodestar so Chinese spy balloons can accurately navigate the United States. Come on.
No, you see, this is the ancient summoning circle. Okay, you see? And you go here, you go to the center, and you make your wish to sink whole islands. Atlantis, Sandy Island, what's next?
It was last used on Sandy Island in 2012.
To great effect. The Badlands Guardian.
Oh, the face. That's what it is.
Located in the area of Alberta, Canada, the Badlands are part of the Wild West of Canada. Known for unique rock formations and landscapes, the area is also home to and the source of many fossils, including dinosaur bones. It is also known for a face that appears on a certain portion of the landscape when viewed from above. Really, the face is probably just the result of erosion and aliens and other natural phenomena. But it is worth checking out on Google Earth. The coordinates are as follows. It even looks like a face wearing a sort of headdress one might expect of an ancient resident of the region to be wearing. That's okay. You know, people say they see faces and shit, and so come on, that you don't have to work hard at all to see a face.
Yeah, you don't have to
You
work
really
hard on that
don't.
one.
You know what I mean? It's like, do you see the
Yeah.
face? Squint. It's like, no, you don't even. You just need to glance, and it's
Yeah,
like, yeah, right, face. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a face.
Yeah.
That looks like it could be like a, a shitty
At any
old-timey
rate, that is what
picture,
we're going to try to do.
of like some wood carving, Like you're zooming in, it's all grainy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Soren, thank you for the tree fitty. Time travel. I knew it. It's the Nexus. I have to go back. Let me go back. Star Trek Generations reference. Let's
I need to
see.
go back in time. I've only done this once
The
before.
Tiramisu base. Found in Tiramisu, New Mexico. Tiramisu base is affiliated with the Church of Spiritual Technology, or CST for short, which manages copyright for the Church of Scientology. Oh,
Oh
Okay.
my
Oh my
god.
god.
wow.
I was
God,
thinking
it's the
cult, and then you read that. I'm like, ah,
So yeah,
It's the
cult.
proto church of the machine
Yes,
god.
we've gotten to the cult.
Scientology, my old friend.
If you're unfamiliar with Scientology, no, we are. Anyway, from far above, the space appears to depict bizarre symbols. The base's circles and diamonds are allegedly the place to which future Scientologists will return from whenever in time or space they have managed to travel to. Also, the base allegedly houses Scientology founders L. Ron Hubbard's writings and films so that they aren't lost to future generations, because that apparently would be a tragedy for some reason.
No, I can tell you this much. There's a used bookstore I visited here, right? I went in there. There were two sections I found where it was nothing but L. Ron Hubbard books. There were so many double ups of the same book. I don't think there is an issue with preserving L. Ron Hubbard literature by a long shot, just from what I saw there alone.
I'd have to disagree. I think there is a problem with the preservation of L. Ron Hubbard's works in so much as we're doing it.
I don't think this is necessarily a mystery if we know why it's here.
But yeah, it's more of a mystery of why did they bother?
Why did they make it like that?
Why do they make it look like it's two tits combined like a Venn diagram?
Damn it!
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought it was the only one who... I wasn't gonna say anything, but you went there.
The Titty Center.
The titties.
The Venn titty. It's the Venn diagram of titties.
Wouldn't that just be the nipple if it's the decent?
No. No, because it's two tits, but they're kind of combined, like it's a Venn diagram. Each diamond is a nipple.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's not.
I
It's
hate
not,
that I'm explaining this.
it's not the tiramisu base. I just don't know how to say it. It's foreign. I mean, here.
We were discussing
That's outside.
Italians and tiramisu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was on the brain.
Yeah.
So that's how you say it there in chat. I don't know. Yeah, me. The Antarctic ice circle looks like some collapsed ice. So what?
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
aliens under there. The truly
Alien
fantastic.
fish women.
It is a truly fantastic that satellites can capture views of Antarctica as a place few of us will ever get to go. Really, how many would want to? I'd want to, fuck you. Getting to see Antarctic penguins in their natural habitat sounds fine, especially when you get to shoot them and eat them. But otherwise, I
Look.
don't... What?
Look, we need to colonize Antarctica.
Yeah. Do you know how much...
Antarctic nation.
Do you know how much oil is probably there? Natural gas? Minerals? Let's take it. Before the Chinese do. And then everyone says it's fine because it's the Chinese doing it. Anyway, we don't do politics here. Moving on. I don't see the appeal of visiting a particular continent, the coldest and driest place on Earth. I'll pass, thanks. Driest place on Earth.
Well, you're boring.
Yeah. No one wants to visit fucking Hillary Clinton's coach, but that's not important right now.
Well, we don't do politics though, right?
We talk about the driest place on Earth. You know, it's
Driest place on Earth? Isn't that an Islamic cocktail bar?
Ooh.
It's funny because they don't drink alcohol. Don't think about it.
No, I get it. There's a strange and extremely large circular shape when viewing a portion of Antarctica from above. Why is that there? No one really knows.
It's the penguins.
It's ice. It collapsed. What?
It's the penguins. They live there. That's their residence.
Global warming has been suggested as the cause, along with white supremacy, racism, and
alien fish women.
Yeah.
They're in league with the penguins, I tell you.
Like, you leave Superman in his fortress of solitude alone. Solitude is the key phrase there. He doesn't want you.
Fuck off.
Penguins are my friends now.
That's cool.
The Condor Massif in Russia.
Of course, it's Russia.
Found in the northwestern portion of Russia, Condor Mastiff is an excellent source of platinum, as well as erosion-caused landmass. From above, it appears to be almost a perfect circle, and is also a source of other precious metals, including silver, copper, and gold. What's curious about this impressive spot on Earth is that satellite maps of the surrounding area are very low detail as well as low resolution. Why is this the case is anybody's guess. If I had to guess, however, I'd guess that some organization is trying to protect their mineral deposits.
But yeah. Like, honestly, like, that's usually the case. So when you see stuff like that, like, they're trying to protect national interests of some kind. Because imagine if everything that the Google satellites are picking up was actually put onto Google Maps.
Mm-hmm.
How much of a fucking international political nightmare that would be.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just all around. It's just, yeah, it's not going to happen. They're going to blur shit out.
Someone in Google has these documents. They can. Oh God. You don't need that Chinese spy balloon.
Need to get a guy on the inside. A guy on the inside to steal this information and reveal it to the public. They deserve to know.
All right. The Anticonacuma glyphs.
GIFs, I imagined it being animated.
Oh my god, it's an animated GIF on Google's Maps. Just...
Built in sand. Those brilliant bastards. Enormous glyphs, the largest of which are 300 feet long. Sam can give us a Mitre conversion for that. Were once carved into Chile's Acapulco Desert. The largest known is the Acapulco Giant. It looks more or less like a human being, I guess, albeit one with really skinny legs and arms.
It looks like a fork man.
There's over 5,000 glyphs carved into the harsh, vast landscape in the desert. It has been suggested that aliens created them, right? But the fact of the matter is that the glyphs were likely created by various cultures who made the desert their home, and of course, over several hundred years, starting in around 1000 AD. The giant is likely a depiction of a deity who was worshipped by one of those cultures, but that's a total guess because really it looks a lot more like an alien who helped him put all the rocks down. Other glyphs have been served to point out the locations of water sources and other necessities, which isn't very helpful considering none of them had flying machines that could see where the fuck they were being pointed to. In the desert, which also
Or
extends
did
into
they?
portions of Peru, Bolivia, and Chile, and Argentina, is actually one of the driest places on Earth, which completely explains why people are living there would need glyphs to point out sources of water. In fact, with the exception of the polar deserts, this place is the driest place on our planet. Next to Hillary Clinton's cooch.
Alright then.
Back to there again.
The Caspian Sea's underwater streaks.
Ooh, that is
That's a funky
Pretty.
looking picture, man.
pretty, yeah.
Very cool.
It's like jade. Or chrysocolla.
Yeah.
Chrysocolla? One of the two. Never heard that word said.
Hmm?
Type of semi-precious stone. I don't know how to say it. I've only ever seen it written down.
Images from the mysterious and gigantic lines and marks, thousands of them, were once speculated to be caused by plant life under the sea. Unfortunately, for conspiracy theorists, it has never been suggested that they were created by aliens or cultists. In fact, the fact of the matter is that the ice is the culprit. It forms under the sea in the winter, the result of wind, and then scrapes the seabed. The ice melts and disappears, and the scrape lines do not. The cause of the scrapes is not terribly interesting, perhaps, but the end result of the ice is quite pretty to look at in satellite. Damn right it is.
That's one mystery that's been solved.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
a lie.
Yeah.
They have figured it out.
Look
Shut
at the
up.
pretty picture.
But we've been lied to.
We have-
The HARP site.
Ah.
The High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, or HARP, was established by branches of the United States military, United States Department of Defense, and the University of Alaska at Fairbanks. Why? Well, they had pork barrel money assigned to them, and they were going to spend it on something, god damn it, because give it back? What are you, a moron? Well, the goal was to study the stratosphere, ionosphere, which is part of the Earth's upper atmosphere that happens to be ionized, hence the name. Government's involvement in the project has ended, although the facility's ownership is transferred to the University of Alaska at Fairbanks in 2015. Satellite images of the facility are blurred out, which probably just makes conspiracy theorists even... What?
Weaponize a planet's weather. Oh my
Weaponizer.
god.
Like, that's it? Like, it's just some HARP site? Well, yeah, it was a former military site, and they did what?
Yeah.
You know how many
like, of course they're
hundreds of
gonna
fucking
blur.
millions of dollars fucking geospatial intelligence services use to take pictures? They even fly balloons to do it, for God's sake. Of course, Google Maps is going to blur all kinds of shit out. Otherwise, some fucking, Tech Valley fucking giant using a whole bunch of satellite networks would be able to do all their work for them. This is not surprising or interesting. Get back to the
Yeah.
aliens.
Yeah, like I said, it'd be a political fucking nightmare on a massive scale if Google just put everything out as is and they didn't blur anything.
Yeah.
Like, of course, military shit is gonna be blurred to fuck, or just completely like censored. Why wouldn't it be?
The desert wheels of Jordan.
Those are hardly wheels.
Yeah, this kind of look like sand spots. What's the big deal?
I mean, like, yeah, weird looking, but like, they're not really wheels.
Look, there's a reason why cars are manufactured here in the West, okay? And in China.
This is the Georgian wheel.
It's not a smooth ride, but you will get where you're going eventually.
Yeah.
The
Maybe that's where
geoglyphs, which aren't really noticeable from the ground, but definitely are from up in the air, are particularly interesting because they're estimated to be about 8,500 years old. Similar wheels have been located in nearby locations. The reasons why prehistoric people built the structures is obviously unknown, but there's a good chance they were used for burial monuments. Yeah, great. Number 13,
Or
Israel.
just
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's a fucking
It's
mystery
just
to me.
Israel.
If I was Israel,
Well-
I wouldn't want my neighborhoods on a fucking map. Just gives them a
Yeah,
place to be able
right?
to target their homemade rockets.
Seriously,
Yeah, like Israel makes sense.
that makes
honestly.
sense. It's not like it. It's not explained.
Okay, but that begs the question then. Has Google blurred all of Ukraine?
Good
That's
question.
a good
Not.
question.
Why not?
I love the first sentence though. We have nothing against the Middle East or Israel, obviously.
Fuck off.
Like, wow. Hell of a way to start that.
Yeah. Which is
This
why it's a
article
big
was
concern that
written-
literally the entire country of Israel is blurred out on Google Maps. The reason? In the late 90s, Congress passed the National Defense Authorization Act, a section which pertains to Israel. In short, high-resolution images of Israel are prohibited from being displayed. Google Earth images are typically sourced from United States-based companies and therefore subject to the laws of the United States. Do note that the United States can only regulate U.S.-based companies. So if a company without ties to the United States decides to get image of Israel and certain Palestinian territories, images of that region might not always be blurry.
So that's just them trying to say, hey, if you're not in the U.S., why don't you go get a satellite and go take fuck?
Hey, go take pictures of Israel for us.
And maybe some, you know,
Send a balloon over them.
Palestinian.
Send a balloon over
Say
them.
it,
They might
it
not shoot it
seems-
down.
Well, I'm just saying, it's just like, obviously we don't have a problem with it. And then right in the middle of the picture they choose is a jewelry store. Yeah, I see what you're doing, you fuckers.
Oh.
This is more anti-Semitic than anything J.K. Rowling's ever done. I'm just throwing it out there. All right.
Oh, wow. They also have a
Boy.
technology museum.
And,
Arafat Secondary School?
or the gift for gifted.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Have you done your homework? Yes, sir.
Holy fuck! There's an Arafat Secondary School in it. All right, let's name
Says
schools
there is.
after terrorists. Yeah, fuck it.
Oh.
PLO for the win. Am I right? Ugh.
Get your diploma here.
Holy fuck!
Well, okay. That's have a way of ending a list, I guess.
Yeah. Man. All right, we're just over the 2-hour mark. Sans the intro time before we got started while I tried figuring out what was wrong with the settings that I had reset. And yeah, my computer will not allow my NVIDIA card to assist with the video rendering, so my poor CPU's working overtime. Don't know why. Don't ask me. Ask my pay grade. Damn should know.
Right.
I will try and work that out before next time.
No, all right. I had just changed the setting, trying to fuck around and do something else, and I had forgot what setting I had changed, chat, and that's what took so long to get started because it wasn't allowing me to click start stream. It was like, no, you need to update your drivers and whatnot. Statler and Waldorf, thank you guys for the $3. So, they aren't supposed to show images of Israel. If that's the case, I wish that last number was filmed in Israel. Oh,
Yeah, that joke wasn't half bad. It was all bad.
fuck. You know, I could put a little balcony up there in the top of the bar. We could have our own little guys up there.
Peanut gallery.
Yeah, our own little peanut gallery to laugh at our stupidity. God knows that we'd be using them a lot. Yeah, but in any
little
case,
mice in
we're
waistcoats.
not going to do a 5-hour marathon stream tonight because I got to get off to a party that is still going on. Actually, it's got a text message. Where are you? Well, I'm here doing a stream, but no. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up right now. And I'd like to thank everybody for coming because that brings us to the end of Last Call here at Noir Bar from shadiest district of Noir City. I would like to thank all of you for showing up here for our own little fun brand of 1940s booze-fueled banter. I'd like to thank Sam and Far and Platty for keeping me company at the bar. And finally, I'd like to thank all you very, very generous people who tip the bartender because, my God, that's how we keep the candles burning and the liquor here and the lights on and the cops paid off because this is an illegal speakeasy after all. There it is.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the donation.
Thanks for
Thank you,
hanging
everyone.
out.
Much appreciated.
All right, guys, everybody, you have a good night and we'll see you again next time. Laters all.
Later.
Later.
All right.
Hmm.